Who can help us? People has very difficult time.
Sri Lanka is experiencing one of the worst crises since independence in 1948, and people are suffering. Over the past few months. So it's the certain prices of essential goods have increased. They are now threefold than what it was before. So the most the pathetic or the most pressing, the pressurizing issue is the price increase in the fuel, the petrol, diesel, and kerosene.
Mainly no electricity, gas, diesel and petrol, medicine and food.
Mood of the people are agitated and angry, obviously, because if you get out of your house in Sri Lanka, so what is obvious and what you find, it's a lot of long queues. You find people waiting there for long hours.
Student can't going to school, no transport, like to study.
So many people have lost their jobs as a result. So I think the things would be worse, I think, in times to come.
Working for tourism driver, but my job lost. Everyone tries to go to another country, do foreign job.
I have not been affected, but I should say that, so if I want to write certain issue in Sri Lanka, which is happening right now, so I have second thoughts whether I should write this, because I fear, because I have a family, I'm living with my parents right at the moment. So I have to look after them, so I have to support them, so I have to provide their needs, so I have to support in terms of providing money, and I have to look after them. So the greater fear is that if I get arrested, what kind of a fate that they have to experience, they have to face. It is said 4 out of 5 people in Sri Lanka, at least, they skip 1 or 2 meals per day. So it's too pathetic to hear that. People don't have money on one hand. At the same time, the medicinal prices are also increasing unexpectedly. So people find it really cope with the current situation. So they have to at least forego 1 or 2 meals a day.
The price of goods in raising day by day.
and the malnutrition among the children is it's an upcoming topic. So now people are talking about the children are being not fed well, and that could affect their health.
17% of children are malnourished. To live in Sri Lanka, can't buy anything. This is a very difficult time.
Even the artists who raised their voice against the government have been arrested and is still in jail. So there's a great fear among the people, even if they experience this crisis, and even if they find it difficult to manage things, the day-to-day work and day-to-day their expenses. But the problem is the crackdown, the suppression on the part of the government. Really, because the government, the president has absolute power, and backed by corrupt politicians, and backed by the set of corrupt bureaucrats. That is the most pathetic part and boring thing. So I think people are doubtful. There's a lot of suppression on the part of the government. So people have been staging protests all over the country because of the situation, the current situation. Because it has we have reached a point beyond which we can't go, right? It's unbearable. It's really frustrating.
People are fed up with this government. Can't manage to our life. Live in Sri Lanka. Really, we need a new government.
We have to get united, and we have to fight for our rights, and we have to work hard for the country. We have hard for the development of this country, and we have to work for the economic growth. So the only hope would be to change the political system. So that is the only hope. So people hope that new people would come, the educated, the young people would come to power, and the people who are service oriented and servant leaders, maybe selfless, self-sacrificial people who could work for the rights of the people, and really thinking people who could think about think about the betterment of the country, who could really work for the country.